The school shooting that weren't. Oh boy, yeah, it's really embarrassing when NPR goes through and debunks a leftist talking point. But let's jump into this article because I haven't seen a lot of people talk about this, and it's really important because it debunks a lot of the myth around school shootings. So let's jump into it. How many times per year does a gun go off in American school? We should know, but we don't. In the spring of the U.S. Education Department reported that the year 2015-2016 school year, nearly 240 schools reported at least one incident involving a school-related shooting. The number is far higher than most other estimates. But NPR reached out to every one of those schools repeatedly over the course of 3 months and found more than 2/3 of those reported incidents never happened. I repeat, 2/3 of 240 shootings reported in, or school incidents, never happened. And it gets worse than that, but let's keep going. The Child Trends, a nonpartisan profit research organization, assisted NPR in analyzing data from the government civilian rights data collection. We were able to confirm just 11 reported incidents, either direct with school or through media reports. In 161 cases, school districts assisted that no incident took place or couldn't confirm one. In at least 4 cases, we found something did happen, but didn't meet the government's parameters for shooting. About a quarter of schools didn't respond to our inquiries. While we're talking about such an important and rare event, this amount of data error could be very meaningful, says Deborah Temenkin, I might be mispronouncing, a research and program director at Child Trends. So, in 2015-2016 school year, the federal government reported there were 235 school shootings, but 161 of them had not occurred. So that's all those ones on the left-hand side. 37 were in Cleveland, 26 were in Ventura City, California. However, only 11 were confirmed independently by NPR, 4 were miscategorized, and the 59 remaining could not be confirmed or disqualified by NPR. I just want to reiterate that. Out of 240 school-reported incidences, 11 were confirmed. Holy sh... Whew. The Education Department asked for comment on our reporting, noted that it relies on school districts to provide accurate information in the survey response, and says that it will update some of the data later this fall. But officials added the department has no plans to republish the existing publication, meaning they're not going to update the data that's already been published. This confusion comes at a time when need for clear data on school violence has never been more pressing. Students around the country are heading back to school this month under a cloud of fear stemming from most recent mass shootings in Parkland, Florida and Santa Fe, Texas. At least 53 new school safety laws were passed in the states in 2018. Districts are spending millions of dollars to harden schools with the new security measures and equipment. The new Blue Ribbon Federal School Safety Commission, led by Education Security Bestie DeVos, is holding public events around the country, including one in Alabama Tuesday. Children are spending class time on active shooting drills, and parents are buying bulletproof backpacks. Our reporting highlights just how difficult it can be to track school-related shootings and how researchers, educators, and policy makers are hindering by lack of data on gun violence. So I think someone pushed the wrong button. The civil rights data collection for 2018 required every public school, more than 96,000, to answer questions on a wide range of issues. It asked what sounded like a simple question. In 2005 to 2015-2016 school year, had there been at least one incident at your school that involved a shooting, regardless of whether anyone was hurt? The answer, clearly nearly 240, or 0.2% of all schools, was published this spring. The government's definition included a discharge of weapon at a school-sponsored event or school bus. Even so, that would be a rate of shootings and a level of violence much higher than anyone else had ever found. For comparison, every town of gun safety debate, citing media reports, listed just 29 shootings at K-12 schools between mid-August 2015 and June 2016. There is a little overlap between this list and the government's, with only 7 schools appearing on both. Okay, and this article keeps going on and on and on. Okay, so look, at the end of the day, I found this very, very interesting. I find the fact that no one is talking about this is insane. Obviously, the left isn't going to be talking about it because at the end of the day, it goes against their narrative. And the right, they're probably not talking about it well because no one really reads NPR. So at the end of the day, yeah, no one is really touching this report, which I find is interesting. Well, I haven't seen anyone touch this report. I'm actually shocked. This was reported 3 days ago. I'm actually shocked that's were that bad. 240, only 11 were confirmed. That means that there was 229, from doing quick math, that were false reports or could not be confirmed. That is absolutely insane, considering people are actually using this data to make policies and to go through and to tighten up security, bring in new laws, and to inform parents so that they can go out and make decision choices for their kids. And that in itself really does need to be put out in the public spotlight. People need to realize there is such a large error with data. And I find it very convenient that no one on the left is actually talking about this, considering this is a far left progressive, whatever you want to call it, issue or newspaper. Funny how no one wants to talk about it. And I'm surprised. And full credit to NPR for actually reporting on this. I'm surprised they did, and I'm glad they did. And congratulations to NPR for being honest and actually doing some honest journalism. But guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Do you think at the end of the day that no one on the left is talking about this because it goes against the narrative? Do you find that people aren't talking about this because at the end of the day they are trying to hide it, they're trying to bury it? Why do you think the right aren't talking about this? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night and enjoy.